The bedroom walls still hold your ghost. The cold side of the bed I hate the most. I trace the outline where you used to lay. Now silence screams the words I'll never say. Coffee cups and cigarette ash, a photograph I should have burned in half. I'm standing still but falling every night, living in the ruin of our last goodbye. I tried to cry but nothing came, just empty veins, just hollow pain. The worst part isn't losing you, it's losing me inside the wound. I'm numb without you, can't feel the sun, can't feel the rain. I'm numb without you, just breathing through the ghost of your name. Surviving, I'm not alive. I walk these streets we used to own. Every corner, every crack feels like a stone. Now wear your absence like a second skin, a hollow ache that's arriving me within. The people ask me if I'm doing fine. I fake a smile and say I'm holding fine, but underneath I'm slowly coming apart. You took the warmth and left the dark. I tried to bleed it out through sound, but music doesn't feel this ground. You were the rhythm, now it's gone, and I don't know how to move on. I'm numb without you, can't feel the sun, can't feel the rain. I'm numb without you, just breathing through the ghost of your name. Give me back the fight, give me back the version of me that believed in the light. 'Cause without you I am nothing, without you I am just a body with no soul inside, a burning house with no one left to live. I'm numb without you, I still feel the sun, but it burns like pain. I'm numb without you, still drowning deep inside your name. Every text just feels like memories, every silence sounds like you. I'm numb without you, but I'm learning what I have to do. Maybe someday I'll feel again. Baby, someday this ends, but tonight I'm just a man standing in the wreckage of everything we were. Numb without you. Found you in a coffee shop on a Tuesday afternoon. You were underlining pages in a book I didn't own. Something in the way you laughed made me forget the room. I didn't plan to fall, but darling, feelings don't ask you to. We talked until the street lights came on, about places we'd both dreamed of going. You said the world felt big and cold. I said not with the right person holding, but you had somewhere else to be, and I had walls I hadn't broken free. We were two stars pulling at each other's light, almost perfect, just the wrong night, wrong timing, right feeling. A love I couldn't keep, but I can't stop believing we were real. We were something just caught in the space between leaving and staying. I'd have given you forever if the calendar agreed. Wrong timing, but you were everything to me. Months went by like slow motion film, your number saved but never called. I'd see your name and feel it still, that quiet ache behind my ribs and walls. You moved on like seasons do, found somebody built for where you're going. I smiled because I wanted to, but God, it hurt to watch without you knowing. I don't regret a single breath of every moment till the very last. You were the right love in the wrong chapter, and I'm still healing from the after. Wrong timing, right feeling, a love I couldn't keep, but I can't stop believing we were real. We were something just caught in the space between leaving and staying. I'd have given you forever if the calendar agreed. Wrong timing, but you were everything to me. Maybe in another life we find each other at the perfect time. Maybe in another world you're already mine. But I'm living in this one, where I love you from a distance, where I hold the door half open just to practice non-existence. And it breaks me, not because I lost you to someone else, but because I never even got the chance to lose you to myself. Wrong timing, right feeling, love I couldn't keep, but I can't stop believing. Wrong timing, right feeling, a love I couldn't keep, but I can't stop believing. Wrong timing, wrong timing, found you in a coffee shop. Wrong time. It was midnight, didn't know where I was going. Just another tank of gas and nowhere I should be. I turned down your old street, tires slow, engine low, chasing something I already gave away for free. The porch light's still on, but it ain't burning for me. Somebody else's name written in the the space I used to keep. And the radio found that song, the one we used to play. Like the whole damn universe knew I was breaking today. So I drive, windows down, hands on the wheel. I drive just to feel something real. Past your street, past the ghost of everything we were. I know I should stop coming back here, but the road still knows your name, and I'm still not healed. So I drive. I still got that matchbook from the diner off Route 9, where you drew a little map to your heart. God, I was blind. I've been circling the same 5 exits since October, telling myself this time it's finally over. But memories don't care how far I think I've run. They're always riding shotgun when the day's done. And the radio found that song again. I turn it up loud, tried to drown you out, but you're still in every cloud. So I drive, windows down, hands on the wheel. I drive just to feel something real. Past the street, past the ghost of everything we were. I know I should stop coming back here, but the road still knows your name, and I'm still not healed. So I drive. Maybe I broke the wheel on purpose. Maybe I wanted one more reason to feel. Maybe I drove past your house 1,000 times, 'cause letting go is harder than it looks from the outside. I'm not looking for a way back in, I'm just trying to find where the hurt ends. Every street light knows the weight I carry. Every exit sign says, let her go, but I still drive, windows down, tears I won't show. I still drive, 'cause it's all that I know. Past your street, past the life that we almost live. I'm not looking for an answer anymore, just the courage to let this be the last time that I take this road. So I drive one last try, one last time. I kept your sweater folded on the chair, like some kind of prayer I didn't know how to say. I looked for all the places I went wrong, but the answer wasn't there, it was never that way. You love me real, I know you did, that part's not the wound. The wound is knowing love alone can't always be enough for two. And I sat with that truth for a long, long time. Turned it over in the dark like a question with no right side. You needed more than I was built to give. That's not a crime, that's just life. You didn't leave cause the love ran dry. You left cause you needed a different sky. Someone who could meet you where you're going, not just someone good at staying. And I can't be mad, I never could, cause you wanted something real the way I thought we would. You outgrew me, and I loved you through it. I used to replay every last goodbye, looking for the moment I could have changed the tide. But you weren't running from a broken thing, you were running toward a version of yourself I never saw coming. Some people come to teach you how to feel, some people come to show you what you're missing. And maybe you were both, God, maybe you were both, and I was just too scared of my own ceiling. So I stopped blaming the ending, started learning what it meant, that some goodbyes aren't failures, they're just love finally being honest. Didn't leave cause the love ran dry. You left cause you needed a different sky. Someone who could get you where you're going, not just someone good at staying. And I can't be mad, I never could, cause you wanted something real the way I thought we would. You outgrew me, and I loved you through it. Oh, yeah. I wish I could have been yours forever. God knows I would have tried, but I can't be the person that you needed and pretend that's alright. Cause you deserve somebody who could go with you, not somebody always one step behind. You deserve the world you were building, even if that world didn't include mine. So I let you go, not cause I stopped, I let you go cause love sometimes means knowing when to stop holding on and start letting someone become who they were. Always meant to be. Without you I had to face myself. Without me you finally found yourself. And maybe that's the most honest love we ever gave each other. You didn't leave cause the love ran dry. You left cause you needed a different sky. Someone who could meet you where you're going, not just someone good at staying. And I can't be mad, I never could, cause you wanted something real the way I thought we would. You outgrew me, and I love you through it. Every single moment I love you through it. I kept your sweater folded on load. It just means you needed more, and I hope you found it. I really do. I learned how to smile on cue. Practiced it in every mirror till it looked like truth. Nobody sees the 3 AM version of me, staring at the ceiling thinking only of you. I answer every how are you with fine. Define's just a word I wear to keep the peace. Cause if I said what's actually on my mind, I'd have to say your name, and that's the part that never seems to leave. And I've been carrying this quiet for so long, it's starting to feel like the only thing I own. Like a song I never got to sing out loud, it's still humming in my chest when I'm alone. Half alive in the daylight, whole broken after dark. I keep loving you in whispers that never reach your heart. I smile like nothing's heavy, I wave like I'm okay, but I've been dying softly, slowly, every single day. Half alive, half alive, half alive. You laugh and it rewrites my whole nervous system. 1 second I'm okay, next second I'm gone. And the worst part is you never even notice, cause I've gotten so damn good at holding on. I watched you talk about someone else's eyes and smile through it like it didn't split me in half. This love I never said out loud is the heaviest thing I'll ever try to carry past. So I write it down and close the page and fold it somewhere deep inside the dark. Another night I swallow what I feel, another morning now we built this falling apart. Half alive in the daylight, whole broken after dark. I keep loving you in whispers that never reach your heart. I smile like nothing's heavy, I wave like I'm okay, but I've been dying softly, slowly, every single day. Half alive, still yours, in a place you'll never know. I never said it, not words, not even close to out loud. Oh God, I felt it in every room you walked into. I felt it like a flood. And maybe I was stupid, maybe I was scared, maybe loving someone quiet is the loneliest kind of prayer. Cause you can lose what you never had, but you can grieve it just the same. You can bleed for every version of a life you never got to name. So I stay silent, I stay still, I stay half alive on the outside, while everything in me is screaming, screaming your name. half in love with someone who never knew. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's all I get. I still reach for your side of the bed before the morning reminds me you're gone. I keep a window cracked like you might come back, like you're just running late, not moving on. Your coat's still hanging by the door. I know I should've moved it months ago, but there's something in me that refuses to let this house forget what it used to know. And every mile of water between us feels like something I chose. I keep telling myself I'm swimming forward, but the current only knows where you are. I'm sinking slowly, every day another fathom down. I keep swearing back to the wreck of us, even knowing that I'll drown. The shore keeps getting farther, and you stopped calling me home. I'm sinking slowly into loving you alone. I saw your name in a coffee shop window, written on someone else's cup, and the whole world kept on moving while my chest completely gave up. I've been treading water in the in-between of the person that I was and who I'm scared to be, 'cause becoming someone new means leaving you, and I don't know if I'm ready to let that version of me free. So I dive back down to where we used to be, into every word you said that I memorized, holding on to something that already left, with my eyes wide open, still surprised. I'm sinking slowly, every day another fathom down. I keep swimming back to the wreck of us, even knowing that I'll drown. The shore keeps getting farther, and you stopped calling me home. I'm sinking slowly into loving you alone. Tell me now to stop the time. Tell me where the swimmers go, when the thing they keep returning to is the only thing that won't let go. I was never built for shallow waters, I was built to love you like the deep. And maybe that's the thing that breaks me, maybe that's the weight I'll have to keep. But God, I am so tired of drowning in a love that only lived in me. I am so tired of being the ocean with someone who already left the sea. So take it, take the anchor, take the years, take the undertow, take the part of me that kept on swimming. Let it finally go. Every day another fathom down. I kept swimming back to the wreck of us, choosing not to drown. The shore is getting closer, maybe I can find my way back home. I was sinking slowly, but I'm learning how to flow. ignored every red flag like a roadmap to my ruin. Knew the destination, still I pulled up, still pursuing. There's a version of me that was smarter, he said don't, but the part that wanted you said yeah, and that part won. You've got this gravitational pull that brings my physics. I swore I'd never come back, look at me, now I'm revisiting. Every scar's a reminder, every high is just a rental, but I check back in again, cause I've been losing to potential. And not so much of this time it's different, but different just means I forgot what it felt like. Wounds barely closed, I cracked it open, cause something in me loves the edge of the night. I knew you'd break me, walk right in anyway. Some people burn you once, you burn me twice, same flame. I saw the smoke before the fire, still I stay, still I stay. I knew you'd take me under, I gave you the waves. Burn twice, I let you burn twice. Burn twice, I let you burn twice. You said you changed, I said prove it. You said give me time, I said how much, you said enough. I said that's a lie, but I downloaded hope like a patch on a broken system. Kept crashing, kept rebooting, kept returning to the victim. And the worst part isn't you, the worst part's in the mirror. The guy who saw it coming walked in anyway, not clearer. I dressed the damage up in chemistry and called it fate, but fate don't text you back at 2 a.m. That's just bait. But I picked up, I always pick up, like I'm hardwired to the thing that hurts me most. And I know, yeah, I know better, but knowing and stopping, that's not the same dose. I knew you'd break me, walk right in anyway. Some people burn you once, you burn me twice, same flame. I saw the smoke before the fire, still I stay, still I stay. I know you'd take me under, I gave you the way. Burn twice, I let you burn twice. Burn twice, I let you burn twice. You didn't trick me, I tricked myself. You didn't pull me back, I ran back, no one else. I built the altar, I lit the match, I handed you the power, the neck, the shock at the impact. So blame me, go ahead, blame me. I was the architect of every single thing you did to me. I love the chaos, love the edge, love the version of myself that only came alive when everything was burning down. But I am done being the one who rebuilds from your ash. I am done modeling something beautiful that only knows how to crash. You burn me twice, that won't be a fight. I finally found the version of me that knows what I'm worth. I knew you'd break me, I still walked in, but now I'm walking out. Some people burn you once, you burn me twice. Well, I won't allow. I saw the smoke, I felt the fire. This time I don't stay, this time I don't stay. I know what you take to leave, so I'm taking back the way. Burn twice, that burn twice. Burn twice, that burn twice. Burn twice. I always lose. Burn twice. I still call your name into empty rooms. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. Trace the shape of you in smoke inside a crowd. Your voice is white noise now, I search it in the rain. Every frequency I find just sounds the same. I leave the lights on low so the dark don't swallow me, but the quiet gets so loud it pulls me underneath. I replay every word you left unspoken on the shelf. Now I'm just an echo talking to myself. And I know you're but my chest still holds the sound, like a room that won't stop ringing when there's no one else around. I'm living in an echo chamber, calling out your name into the void. Every wall just throws it back a little colder, every word return it overjoyed, destroyed. I'm living in an echo chamber where your silence is the loudest thing I've known. I keep speaking just to feel something familiar, but it's only me, it's only me alone. I built a throne of memories you'll never sit in, kept the window open for a ghost that won't come in. The coffee's cold, the candle's low, the record still plays on, but the melody means nothing. Now the singer's gone, I catch myself mid-sentence reaching out to call. Then the whole world goes quiet, hits me like a wall. Tell me how to grieve a voice that's still inside my head, when the living are the ones who haunt the living dead. And I know you're gone, but my chest still holds the sound, like a room that won't stop ringing when there's no one else around. I'm living in an echo chamber, calling out your name into the void. Every wall just throws it back a little colder, every word returning overjoyed, destroyed. I'm living in an echo chamber where your silence is the loudest thing I've known. I keep speaking just to feel something familiar, but it's only me, it's only me. I still leave the light on, just in case your voice finds its way back home. I'm living in an echo chamber, just leave walls now, calling out your name into the void, into the void. Every wall just throws it back a little colder, every word returning overjoyed, destroyed. I'm living in an echo chamber, still leave the light on, just in case your voice finds its way back home. I still call your name into empty rooms. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud, trace the shape of you in the smoke inside a crowd. Your voice is white noise now, I search it in the rain. Every frequency I find just sounds the same. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. Trace the shape of you in smoke inside a crowd. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. Talk to hear your name out loud. I talk to the walls hear your name out loud. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. I talk to the walls just to hear your name out loud. You kept me just inside the arm's length of your maybe, like a door you never locked but never opened wide. I learned your coffee order and your 2 a.m. disaster. I was close enough to feel it, just too far to be inside. You said my name like punctuation, not like something that you needed, just a pause. And I kept reading into pauses, building houses in the gap between your words and what they was. And the almost is the part that gets you, not the leaving, not the loss. It's the version of a life that lived right on the edge that hurts the most. You almost loved me. You got so close, close enough to feel real. Almost picked me. Then you put me back down like a thought you couldn't seal. I was good enough to hold on to, not enough to keep. You almost loved me, and that almost is the thing I can't outrun in my sleep. You gave me Sundays, but you kept your Saturdays for someone. Like I was the safe place where you landed, never stayed. I memorized the version of your laugh that no one else got, but you were saving all your firsts for somebody else's page. I used to think that I could patient my way into chosen, that if I loved you long enough the math would shift in time. But time just taught me that an almost never graduates. It just lives in the middle between your heart and mine. And I don't blame you, that's the brutal part. You never promised me a single thing. I just fell in love with the direction you were pointing, and mistook a passing look for everything. You almost loved me. You got so close, close enough to feel real. Almost picked me. Then you put me back down like a thought you couldn't seal. I was good enough to hold on to, not enough to keep. You almost loved me, and that almost is the thing I can't outrun in my sleep. Does to a person, it doesn't break you clean, it frays you. It leaves you second guessing every room you walk into, wondering if you're someone people stay for. I grieved a relationship that never had a funeral, mourned a version of us that never got a name. You moved on like there was nothing left behind you, but I'm standing in the wreckage of a thing we never claimed. I deserve a yes or a no, not a maybe dressed in warmth. I deserved a door that opened, not a window with no frame. I deserve to be somebody's whole, not half, not a placeholder, not a passage, not an almost. I deserve to be loved, not almost loved. knows that kind of not enough. Just love. You almost love me. That was never gonna be enough. You almost chose me, but almost is just another word for giving up. I was worth more than your maybe, worth more than your in between. You almost loved me. Now I'm learning what it means to choose myself completely. Almost over. Almost free. Almost not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Almost loved. I tucked it out a minute, deleted it at one ring, wrote the whole thing different, deleted that one too. There's a graveyard in my drafts folder full of everything I almost had the nerve to say to you. I checked your story, you were active, you were right there. Blue check mark on my message said delivered, not received. Yeah. I convinced myself the timing was just off or something, but timing doesn't ghost you, only people do that to me. And I know it silence means I've been fluent in it long enough, but no one doesn't stop the three dots from making me believe in us. Three dots appeared, then disappeared like you. I wrote 1,000 words, but I never sent them through. You were right there, and you weren't, and I was left on red. Just me and all the conversations living in my head. Left on red, left on red. Said everything, you heard nothing. Left on red. Yeah, you liked the post I made at 2 a.m. last Tuesday, which means you saw it, which means you were thinking something. But thinking something and saying something, that's the canyon. And I've been standing at the edge just hoping you come running. I screenshot nothing cause there's nothing worth the memory. Just read receipts and timestamps that don't add up to a thing. It's wild how a phone screen can become the whole relationship. How silence now has its own notification ping. And maybe you're just busy. Yeah, I know that line by heart. I've used it on myself so many times and lost its shape. But busy people text back even just a word or two, and words are cheap enough. This wasn't about the way. Three dots appeared and just appeared like you. I wrote 1,000 words, but I never sent them through. You were right there, and you weren't, and I was left on red. Just me and all the conversations living in my head. Left on red, left on red. Said everything, you heard nothing. Left on red. You know it's worse than being told it's over, never being told a single thing at all. Yeah. You just logged off from quiet, left me searching for a reason at all. Deserving conversation, not a disappearing act. I deserve the basic decency of knowing where I stand, because I am a real person with real feelings. On the other side of every message you ignored, that was a real pair of hands. And I'm not angry, okay, maybe I'm a little angry. Not at you, I'm angry at the version of me that kept waiting. Kept checking, kept refreshing, kept constructing your excuses, kept pouring into someone who was quietly evacuated. I am so done being available in a one-way conversation. I am so done reading into silence like it holds some grand explanation. You left me unread, and I'm finally putting the phone down. Three dots appear, that disappear, and that's on you. I wrote 1,000 words, and every one of them was true. You
delivered.